newlyweds.
Well, we can start with a kiss.
Aha, yes. That's nice.
Hi, I'm Tom Strasser. I'm the founder of Spiritual Engineering. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an engineer. I'm a chemical engineer. I've worked the oil and gas industry for many years all around the world. And that's what I do. That's not who I am or what ain't that much important about me. But the real thing is, I'm just like everybody else. I want a happy life. I want to be able to have fantastic relationships. And that's what I wanted all my life, but I couldn't do it. So I set out to find out how to do this, how to be happy in life in spite of the problems. I went through a divorce I didn't want. I mean, I really hurt. I suffered. I cried. I was in total despair. I was drinking too much. I put a gun in my mouth and was pulling the trigger. I almost committed suicide. Then I thought, hey, you're an engineer. You solve problems for a living. Use science and engineering and find out how to live and be happy and have really great relationships. So I set out to do that, and it worked. The scientific process gave me a way to have the best relationships in the world and a way to feel good in spite of problems. But as an engineer, I look at results. What kind of results? Well, here's the results of the relationship. We're going to tell you a little bit about that. Me personally, I've lost a wife of 21 years to cancer, and I took care of her until her final breath. I lost a daughter I love very dearly in a car accident. I went blind, was not expected to see again. And over time, I slowly regained my sight. But I did that without any fear or worry. Total peace inside, and I was blind, honestly. And it's given me the chance to have a wonderful partner like this even after going through those things and have a life that's just beyond my wildest dreams. And that's what we want to share with you.
I see. You're trying to figure this out.
Well, I went through, as I said, the times when I didn't have any answers. When I had no way of knowing it. I went to counseling. I went to religion. I tried religion. I tried prayer. I tried everything. And they'd give me a little solution, a little Band-Aid. But I still went back to hurting. I still went back to the terrible despair and crying and just hurting and anger and blaming other people for what was going on, what they were doing to me. I went through all that, and that was the first part when I didn't have answers. And then as this process gave me the answers, I went through the same things in my life. I went through losing people, fear, job losses and everything, and was able to go through that without the feelings, go through that without the despair, be able to face the problems and see them as an adversity and something I knew I had the answer. I didn't have to get down into those pits, that pits of desperation and the feelings. I didn't have to experience that again.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay. Tell us.
I was born in Colombia, a beautiful country in South America. I went to college there, and I have a great experience as a teacher, as a school counselor. I grew up also in a very close family, but they never taught me how to have healthy relationships. So I grew up with all those expectations how life should be, and I have all this in my mind. And of course, when I couldn't find that in real life, I grew disappointed. And throughout many, many years, even when I went to college, I went to church, I went to counseling, I did psychoanalysis. I mean, I was a school counselor, for God's sake, and in the process, I didn't know how to have relationships. I didn't know how to be happy with myself. I used to worry. I used to be upset about very simple things. I wanted to conquer the world overnight. I have all these ideations and ideas about how life should be, but always conform to my own personal self. And in the process, I suffer. I went through many relationships, and I was always looking for something. I was empty. I couldn't be happy because I was incomplete. I didn't know what my purpose in life was. I went through many years, like many people, asking the typical question, why am here? What is my purpose in life? Why I was born? And I have all those questions, and I tried to find out the answers until I was lucky. I came to the United States like 20 years ago, and I went to college and I worked in the foster care system. I work with neglected children. I work as a counselor. I am a substitute teacher. I work in healthy relationships, and throughout all these years I was still looking for that something, that special relationship to make me complete, that self-love, appreciation for myself to make me complete, until finally I found this program through this wonderful man who is my husband.
I see. And then, so how did you feel once you found that program?
It was an incredible discovery. I knew right away that it was something different because, I had my background as a school counselor. I had studied psychology, psychoanalysis, humanism, holistic psychology, all those different fields on psychology. But when I learned about this systematic, intelligent approach to spirituality and science, I was like, wow, this really sounds like something that I want to learn. Why? Because I'm an intelligent human being. I have the right to ask questions about my life, and I have the right to find those answers, and not to say, oh no, you can't think about it, that's a dogma. Oh no, you can think about that, that's not science. So, but with this process, I was able to integrate spirituality and science in a very harmonious way.
Very interesting. So basically, you are coming to this enlightenment in a world of competing ideas, and everybody's got a solution, and somehow you were able to find something that cut through that and spoke to you.
Exactly. That was, and for every person there's different solutions, and what we are offering is a solution that appeals to those people who have intelligent questions, to those people who want to find out more about life, to those people who want to be self-created about their own enlightenment, about their own spirituality, for those people who want to really stop suffering and find their purpose in life. Because this is what this spiritual engineering did to me. It really helped me to find out, who am I? What am I here for? What are my talents? It helped me to develop my inner being, to become the woman that I was meant to be. And for many people who are out there just thinking, what am I here? What is my purpose in life? This could be the solution that you've been waiting for.